Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In here, I will presentation about film screen system, and I will be explain about intensifying screen. Before the presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Nurul Ahidayati from class 1B, number 31. Introduction. In screen or film radiography, the receptor consists of the filament in contact with either one or two intensifying screen, as shown below. Intensifying screen are thin sheets or layers of fluorescent materials. Intensifying screens are used because film is much more sensitive to light than to X-radiation. Approximately 100 times as much X-radiation would be required to expose a film without using intensifying screens. Unfortunately, intensifying screens introduced during into the imaging process and place a limit on the visibility of detail that must be considered when selecting screen for specific clinical application. And the topic is types of screens. The one is table-side radiographic film is emulsion layer of light-sensitive crystal put into both sides of a transparent base material used most in plain film imaging. And the two is single-side camera film is one emulsion layer only used in mammography, and the last is non-screen film, X-ray photons used directly to expose film used in dental X-rays. Basic structure is the green is protective coating to prevent damage to the emulsion. The orange is photographic emulsion, silver halide in gelatin, and the yellow film base sheet of polyester to which emulsion is attached. Base and one clear polyester material about 150 pm thick, and the two provides physical support of the other film components, and the three does not participate in the image forming process. Emulsion, and one is active component in which image is formed. Two typically 5 until 10 pm thick, and the three consists of many small, irregularly shaped silver halide crystals suspended in gelatin. And the four, the silver halide used is typically silver iodobromide, 10% bromide, and 90% iodide. And the five, each grain has a structural defect would include the sensitive spot. Its crystal is 1 pm. And the last is more sensitive to light energy, therefore intensifying screen use. Basic principle is the one film emulsion is more sensitive to visible light photons, or visible light is more efficient at darkening film emulsion. The two with the intensity of X-rays need to produce a curtain density is less than without ES, and the last is minimize the radiation. Thus, that the patient must receive. Intensifying screen or ES. Intensifying screen or ES function is to convert X-rays photons into visible light photons. ES is more sensitive to visible light. To obtain the same density light required X-rays are required on tapes using ES than those that are not. Structure ES. The one is base. ES base made of polyester or cellulose acetate 200 until 500 micrometers. Flexible or anti-curve. Stable chemical structure does not change when applied coating. And the two is reflector size 100 until 300 micrometers strengthens the light produced by reflecting it, so that the light does not return to the base layer or more to the film. And the three is fluorescent layer. Is a place for phosphorus, a layer that will glow when exposed to X-rays. 100 until 300 micrometers thickness. There is a pigment binder or cellulose acetate or nylon or polyurethane as a binder for phosphorus crystals. And the last is supercoating, made from cellulose acetate or rust and covers the entire screen, very thin, 5 until 10 micrometers. This reducing sharpness protects the ES layer from abrasion and moisture. Thank you. This is presentation from me. More or less, I am apologies. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.